With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And Deshaun Watson bringing out the Houston Texans offense. Tell you what, Charles, he had quite a 22nd birthday, making his first NFL start, and his 49-yard touchdown run was the only touchdown in that game.
Yeah, how about everything that was going against him that week, right? Short week of preparation. As you mentioned, first start in the NFL against one of the better defenses that he's likely to face. And he had an ankle injury that he overcame. Deshaun Watson always has played with poise.
This is Lamar Miller. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Starting lineup here for Houston, and in their game last week, we talk about the backfield, Charles, Lamar Miller and Deontay Foreman. They were really pretty even. 3.4 yards per carry for Miller, 3.3 for Foreman.
Yeah, neither one of those is really impressive, but that will get better as the season goes along because Lamar Miller can do a little bit of everything. Can run it, can catch it, pass protect, and Deontay Foreman, he's like the diesel truck coming at you. Big man with football, he can wear down defenses.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Because New England's offense is always one of the most dominant ones in the NFL, their defense often gets overlooked, but it's very cerebral in its approach, almost like an amoeba. Wherever you need to go to shut down an offense, that's how they gear their defense. So if you run the ball real well, they're going to take that away from you. If you throw it real well, they're going to take that away first. And then whatever you do to counter it, they always seem to have an answer as well.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a first down following that long gain. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Fresh off a redemptive Week 2, Tom Brady takes the field with the Patriots. Week 1, the loss, all the talk about, oh, what's wrong with the Patriots? Well, Tom Brady comes out, throws 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter in Week 2.
And was that the first time he had ever done that in his career?
Yeah, how about that? Pretty amazing, right?
Tom Brady's still setting new records, new trends as he continues on. But were you really surprised at all about the way the Patriots started against New Orleans in the last game?
No.
Coming off of that game against Kansas City, you just knew they would come out with a fury.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Again, it's Lewis. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We see these starters offensively for New England, and a lot of injuries, Charles, to Tom Brady's pass catchers. It's just seemingly one after the other recently.
A rash of injuries, and with any other quarterback, I think you'd have a lot of worry. What is he going to do? But we've seen Tom Brady adjust. We've seen the Patriots adjust over the years. So they'll probably lean on the running backs a little bit more. James White can run it and catch it. Dion Lewis can do exactly the same thing. If they get Rex Burkhead back and it's not a major injury, another guy who's a combo guy. James Devlin, he's supposed to be a blocker. He caught a pass outside the numbers against New Orleans. And don't forget Dwayne Allen at tight end. So Tom Brady will shift his focus to the healthy guys until he gets everyone else back ready to go.
And on top of that, didn't mention Mike Gillislee, 4 touchdowns for him in 2 weeks.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like throwing backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Taken in at the 22. Oh, he sheds himself free. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Texans take possession. Chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Going up top for Miller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. Brady now on first down. Amendola catching it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
The Houston Texans in 2016 on defense defied convention. Why? J.J. Watt missed most of the season, so you would expect them to struggle a little bit. But in fact, this was the #1 overall defense in the NFL. They stopped the run, forced teams to throw the football, and really got after them with a terrific pass rush.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
As we well know, James White was an absolute man in the Super Bowl, but boy, his regular season wasn't bad either. Had 60 catches.
60 catches, more than Martellus Bennett, more than Chris Hogan, something that went overlooked in his arsenal. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Fresh set of downs here. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brady now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead, 14 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get off of me run and all the way into the end zone.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Watson now on second down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Again, it's Miller. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward near the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-3 the score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Try to run for it with Miller. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Patriots coming back out on offense, and an interesting nugget. The Patriots have lost 4 openers since 2001 like they did this year against Kansas City, but the previous 3 times they did it, they went on to win the Super Bowl. Think that can happen again?
That's not a nugget, man. That's a gold nugget. Where did you get that one? That's pretty strong right there.
A hat tip to Ed Brady, our statistician.
Well, how about that? Now, think about how the pendulum swings in the NFL. Preseason, Patriots prohibitive favorites to win another Super Bowl with their offseason and draft, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then they lose the opener to Kansas City. Oh, boy, the Patriots, trouble in paradise. They blow away the Saints, and with that little stat you gave us, they're going right back to the Super Bowl, aren't they?
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. That goes for a gain of 31.
Martellus Bennett moves on to Green Bay, so what do the Patriots do? They go get Dwayne Allen from Indianapolis.
Yeah, for a 4th-round draft pick, and last year he had 35 catches, 6 touchdowns as a Colt. And also the Patriots got Brandon Cooks, Coney Ealy, and Allen all for draft picks. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
He may not look the part of an inside linebacker because he's so tall and lengthy. Zach Cunningham can fend off blocks, and he can flat out run and make plays.
He was so good at Vanderbilt. Led the SEC with 125 tackles last year. Wound up a first-team All-American. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
20!
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 27 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Gostkowski for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The gun, Watson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. This is taken at about the 14. And now running right through it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay his lacrosse background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
This is Lewis. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run now with Burkhead. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. To throw on second down, Brady. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
Extra point forthcoming. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. The Patriots pick up the 1st down. Brady to Amendola. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st down, Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down. Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. First down, it's Watson. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down now after the incompletion. Watson now. Throwing again. Caught. It's Ellington. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First down, Watson looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Watson going to throw again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. A first down carry now for Miller. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now for the point after. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Come on, let's go!
The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. As we look at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. All right, let's roll those highlights. Patriots with the football late in the first. Brady's going to complete the pass, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. Patriots now later on the drive. Hurricanes going to bust out into the open space, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Patriots have it at the 27. The lead grows to 4. Hogan's wide open, able to make the grab. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Patriots have it on 2nd and 5. The pass ends up being picked off. Texans will take it back for the touchdown. We're tied up at 13. Late in the second, Brady's on point with the throw, and he caps off the 7-play drive with the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Staying late in the half, Hopkins wide open, able to make the grab. And he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. We're all square at 20. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
They go play action here on first down. Underneath for Miller. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Miller, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Lewis. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
You give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again is Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, he shifts past him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake. Brady. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Watson off play action. Dumps it complete to Miller. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Shane Leckler now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Brady throwing on second down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
New England on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Watson on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play, Brady to Gronkowski. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
20.
Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Rex Burkhead with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have cut it back with him a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And a look now at Lamar Miller. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run with Miller. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pass incomplete. Faking the give. Now Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Watson setting up the screen from Miller. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with Foreman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
They'll try and pound it in with Prosh, the fullback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Prosh, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
And he puts it through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, Brady. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots ball as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Shakes off the sack. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
20.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. On play action, it's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead. And another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now out comes Houston. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.